So we're going to dive right into the book of Revelation and go into the heart of it, Revelation 12, where it says, verse 1, a great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on his head. His tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that he might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule the nations with an iron scepter. Of course, that's Jesus Christ. And her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. So that's definitely Christ and his ascension. The woman fled into the desert to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. So after the ascension of Christ, the church, which is the woman, went into the wilderness. And after the death of Christ, or the death and resurrection of Christ, he ascended to heaven. And then the church went through a tough time during the medieval times and the Inquisition and so forth. So I believe that's really what this is referring to. But then it switches back to, in verse 7, it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan. So this is describing, after Christ's ascension, that Satan was thrown out of heaven. Now we'll talk about why and what all this means, but this is what happened. And he took a third of the angels with him. So it refers to his tail sweeping down a third of the stars of heaven as a third of the angels. Anyways, this is, we're going to dig into this and go piece by piece. Stay with me.